Whoa, hey there. You have caught me near Batesville, Mississippi. That's North Mississippi. It's a beautiful day. I got my friends with me. We got some really good company today. My old friend Tyler, his daughter Vera, and a new friend, Randy Tony, who put this whole thing together for us today. Near the Tallahatchie River, we're in an ag field. What am I doing here in an ag field? What'd you get? Oh, wow.
Looky here.
Oh, cool. So we are out here surface hunting for Native American artifacts on private property with permission. I feel like this is the most ethical way to collect artifacts because they are at risk of being damaged by farm equipment, and this involves no digging, so it's not very intrusive. I'll have a little bit more on the ethics of collecting artifacts at the end of the video, but for now I want to give you a little more context on this area that we're standing in. So here is an ecoregion map of Mississippi. This is showing all of our ecoregions, and we're standing right where the lush plains, which are orange, meet the alluvial plain, which is purple. And that's significant because the soils in the alluvial plain are silty alluvium that have been deposited by the Mississippi River over a long period of time. And the lush plains soils are very deep and dry and compact, highly erodible. So they have two totally different communities, plant communities and tree types. In the upland, you'll find stuff like shortleaf pine, blackjack oak, post oak. And down the alluvial plain, you'll find things like water oak or cherry bark oak. Totally different plant communities, totally different tree types, and very rich diversity. So there's a reason why indigenous peoples chose to hunt or settle in this area, especially along the rivers here. You've searched this area before, is that right?
Right.
And it turns up some pretty cool stuff.
Yes, it does. A lot of nice artifacts here in this whole area of the Tallahatchie River. This is a piece, a lot of people call it a scraper, maybe. Probably early archaic.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
That's more or less likely just a chip. But
all right, we've got Randy's collection.
some
of it.
that is a reed drilled bead. That's rock. They used like cane and sand and water and blind drilled that. These are cold water, the style of points, these two. They're 8,000 to 12,000 years old, and more than likely they were on a dart for an atlatl, not a bow and arrow. That's what they used for the big game that was here tens of thousands of years ago. Divot on them and broke nuts. That ain't what they were for. They're porous rock, so they don't shatter in heat. All their pottery and stuff was rounded bottom and didn't have flat bottoms on it. So they'd take and set that rounded bottom, and this would sit in a fire. 600 miles.
Look at the celts
The
here.
nearest place you could get this kind of rock.
Wow. Yeah,
I
that's a
found it
lot of
on
cool
Macedonia.
detail. I mean, that's super smooth.
Yeah, it was sticking in the ground, sort of like this, sticking out the ground when I found it. And I pulled it, I didn't know what it was, and I pulled it out, I was like, ooh.
Yeah. So I realize this is probably going to make this video entirely too long, but I want to circle back to ethics and leave y'all with 3 key points. Point number 1 is that this is a great way to spend the day with good friends and family. This is a good activity, especially for kids, because I think it's very important for them to understand that there were Native Americans thousands of years ago walking on that same ground we were on today and holding some of these artifacts, these tangible things, so that you can really get an understanding that there were people here long before us. Number 2 is that I want to give Randy a huge thanks. Randy is very ethical and thoughtful about the way that he hunts and collects for these artifacts. He's been doing it since he was a kid. He got permission for us to be on that land. He only surface hunts. He doesn't want to disturb the ground or any sites, and he shares his collection with everyone that's interested. He meets with archaeologists and other historians to try to really understand this stuff. This was my first experience doing a surface hunt. I always keep an eye open for artifacts or anything interesting when I'm in the woods looking for plants and animals. But this is the first time that I've solely gone out and done this, and it was a great experience. And I want to say thanks to Randy. He's a great guy. And lastly, number 3, if you're interested in surface hunting for artifacts or arrowheads, it's very important that you research your local laws, because this is a very different situation for private land versus public land. Also, if you find something, consider giving it back or reaching out to experts. So if this is something that you're not sure what it is and you want to find out, who I would recommend and what I plan to do with anything that I find is go to the Chickasaw Heritage Center. This place is going to be awesome. It's opening soon. Check them out on ChickasawHeritageCenter.com. And that's currently in construction in Tupelo, where I think I could present it to them or offer it as a gift, or say, hey, look at what we found in this part of Mississippi, so that we have a better understanding of Native American culture and indigenous peoples and what they were doing in the past. And that is my big takeaway, is that being respectful is my #1 priority, and learning and having fun with this. So thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good one.